In an examination hall, 40% of the students are sitting for a Malay paper, 90% of the remainder are sitting for a Chinese paper, and the rest are sitting for a Tamil paper. There are 84 more students sitting for the Chinese paper than Malay paper. After some pupils who finished their Malay paper left the examination hall, 10% of the remaining students in the hall were sitting for the Malay paper. How many students sitting for the Malay paper left the hall? So according to the questions, 40% of the students are sitting for a Malay paper. So 40% students, so we need to change 40% into fraction, which is 4 over 10, or which is equals to 2 over 5. So if we to draw the model, we'll cut it into 5 parts, and 2 parts actually belongs to the Malay. And it says that 90% of the remainder are sitting for a Chinese paper. So again, we need to change 90%. So 90% is equivalent to I over 10, which means that the remainder has to be cut into 10 parts. So that means the 3 units have to be, from 3 units you have to be converted to 10 parts. We can only cut each unit into 10 parts. So it will be 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 3 units to 10 parts. The common number will actually be 30. So that means there's a total of 30 parts here, and 90% of the remainder are Chinese. So we'll use 9 over 10 times 30, which is equals to 27 parts, which means that the Chinese will take up 27 parts, and since there's a total of 30, the remaining, which is Tamil, will take up 3 parts. Then the question says there are 84 more students sitting for the Chinese paper than Malay paper. So Malay, from here you can see that there's 20 parts, while Chinese there's 27 parts. So there's an additional of 7 parts when we use 27 minus 20, and this 7 parts is equivalent to 84. So 1 part would be 84 divided by 7, which gives us 12. So we know that from Malay there's a total of 20 parts, so 20 parts would be 12 times 20, which gives us 240. So this represents the people taking Malay paper, while Chinese is 27 parts, so we use 27 times 12, which is 324 pupils taking Chinese, and the remaining students taking Tamil would be 3 parts, which is 3 times 12, and that gives us 36 for Tamil. After that, it says that after some pupils who finished their Malay paper left the examination hall, 10% of the remaining students were sitting for the Malay paper. So which means that both the Chinese and the Tamil, or those students who were taking Chinese and Tamil, did not leave the hall. So we need to know what was that number of pupils who did not leave. 324 plus 36, which gives us 360. And they actually make up of 90% of the remaining students, because they said that there were still 10% of the remaining students were still sitting for a Malay paper. So we know from here that 90% is 360. So 1% would be 360 divided by 90, and we will get 4. So 10% of the students were pupils taking the Malay paper, so 10% we'll use 10 times 4, that gives us 40. So there were actually 40 students remaining who were still sitting for the Malay paper. So at first there were 240 pupils, so now there's a remaining of 40. So to find how many students sitting for the Malay paper left the hall, we will use 240 minus 40, which gives us 200.